Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fit and fine. Children, today we will learn a new lesson of English. Lesson number 10, A Strange Visitor. Strange means unusual, odd, or surprising, and visitor means someone who come to see a place or person. That is called visitor. Children, before I begin the lesson, I would like to ask you a few questions. Children, is it important to have friends in our life? Yes, friends are very important in our life. They help us in many ways. And I am sure that you all have many friends. Do you think animals can be our friends too? Of course, animals can be our friends too. Just look at these pictures. You can see the bonding between human and animals here. Yes, children, if you have a pet in your home, you must be playing with it, you take care of it. Yes, and in return, that animal also expresses its feelings by stretching ears up straight and wagging tail. Animals respond better to our care, love, and friendship. They are a loyal and faithful companion to man throughout their life, and they ensure physical security and emotional support as our loving pets. Children, today the story which we are going to learn is about such two close friends, and they are Kannan, the temple elephant, and Nandan, his Mahavat. So let's enjoy the story. The characters of the story are the speaker, who is describing us the whole story, then Kannan, the temple elephant, Nandan, Mahaut. Children, Mahaut means a person who looks after elephants, who trains elephant. You can say master of elephant. Then Prabhakaran, the assistant Mahaut, who helps Nandan. So Prabhakaran is the assistant Mahaut, and then the last character is the doctor. These are the characters of the story. Children, before moving towards our lesson, let's see the activity given in warm-up section. There are some examples of unusual and special friendships. Unusual means uncommon, different. So here you can see the pictures, the friendship between different kind of animals. Children, friendship between same kind of animals can be seen. Yes, many times we see. But friendship between different two kinds of animals is rarely seen. Here you can see friendship between rabbit and chick, here lion and bear, here cat and duckling, and here calf and sheep. Yes, so these are the two different types of animals are the friends. Here what you have to do you know any such story of an unusual friendship? Do you know such story in which two different animals are the best friends? You have to share it with the class. So children, be prepared with your any of the story which is based on friendship between two different animals, and that you have to share in our live class. Whenever there will be Google Meet, I can ask you to share your story with the class. So be ready. Okay, now let's move towards our lesson. Children, look at the first line on page number 129 of your textbook and be attentive. A few days ago, I had gone to the hospital to see a friend who was ill. Ill means sick or not well. As soon as I went in through the gates, I saw an elephant standing guard outside the emergency ward. A number of people had crowded around him. Children, standing guard means keeping watch over something just like a guard, and emergency ward means a section of a hospital where serious patients are taken care. Patients who need to be treated at once. So here the speaker is describing us the story of hospital where he saw something strange. Let's see what he saw. When he went to the hospital to see his friend who was not well, he found there an elephant who was standing like a guard outside the emergency ward, and a number of people had crowded around him. People were surprised to see the elephant at the hospital, and that's why the people had crowded around him. Looking at him closely, I realized that it was Kannan, the temple elephant. When the speaker went closely towards the elephant, he found that elephant was the temple elephant and his name was Kannan. But where was his Mahout Nandan? Children, Mahout means a person who rides and looks after elephants. The trainer of elephant, the master of elephant. His name was Nandan. The speaker was surprised to see Kannan alone in the hospital. His Mahout Nandan was not there, and I had never seen one without the other, and always Kannan and Nandan were seen together. The doctor whom I knew told me that Nandan had been admitted to the hospital. When the speaker asked one of the doctor in the hospital, so the doctor told him that Nandan, Mahout Nandan, had been admitted to the hospital. Why had he been admitted to the hospital? Because he had had a sudden heart attack. And luckily, he is out of danger now. But he'll have to stay here for at least another week, the doctor said. Doctor said he had been admitted to the hospital because he had a heart attack, and now he is out of danger, but he'll have to stay here for a week. Kannan had followed his Mahout to the hospital. He was now refusing to leave. Refusing means rejecting, not ready. So here, when Nandan was brought to the hospital, Kannan followed him. Kannan followed his master, and now he was not ready to leave his master. I saw Prabhakaran, the assistant Mahout, talking to Kannan. He was trying to take him away. Then the speaker saw Prabhakaran. Prabhakaran was the assistant Mahout, and he was talking to Kannan. He was trying to take Kannan away, as the people were surprised to see elephant in the hospital. So Prabhakaran was trying to take Kannan away from the hospital, but Kannan was not ready at all. I went up to Prabhakaran and asked him what had happened to Nandan. Prabhakaran replied, he was giving Kannan a bath in the river when he complained of a severe pain in the chest. Children, severe means very much extreme. He scrambled out of the water and fainted. Scrambled out means came out with great difficulty, and fainted means became unconscious. I called for help and we brought him to the hospital. When the speaker went to Prabhakaran to ask what happened to Nandan, so Prabhakaran told him that when Nandan was giving bath to Kannan in the river, he complained of a extreme pain in his chest, and he scrambled out of the water and fainted, and he came out of water with great difficulty as there was very much pain in his chest, and after coming out of water he got unconscious. He became unconscious. Then Prabhakaran called some people for help, and then Nandan was brought to the hospital. Children, here in this picture you can see when Nandan complained of extreme pain in his chest, he was brought to the hospital. And when Kannan saw this, he followed his master's car and came to the hospital. Children, I hope you have enjoyed the first part of the story. Remaining part we will see in the next video. Children, there is homework for you. You have to read the lesson carefully, write and learn the meanings of the lesson given in the textbook. You have to write the meanings in your fair notebook. Now we will meet in the next video. Thank you and have a great day ahead.